For a while, it felt like WWE was entering a new golden age. When Triple H took control of creative after Vince McMahon stepped away, fans believed the product was finally going to evolve. The shows looked cleaner, the wrestling was stronger, long-term booking seemed more organized. For the first time in years, WWE actually felt stable. But somewhere after WrestleMania 40, that momentum disappeared. The shows became polished, but empty. Matches are technically better than ever, yet somehow less memorable. Storylines stretch endlessly without payoff. Characters feel manufactured instead of authentic. Every episode is designed to trend online for 24 hours instead of creating moments fans will remember for 20 years. WWE today feels less like professional wrestling and more like a giant corporate content machine. And that's the problem. Because wrestling was never supposed to just look impressive. It was supposed to make you feel something. So if WWE truly wants to become must-watch television again in 2026, here are major changes that could bring the magic back. Modern WWE is obsessed with great matches. Every premium live event is built around work rate, star ratings, and athletic performances. But history already proves something important. People don't fall in love with wrestling because of 5-star matches. They fall in love with characters. The Attitude Era didn't dominate because every match was technically flawless. It dominated because fans emotionally connected to people. Stone Cold Steve Austin represented rebellion. The Undertaker felt supernatural. Kane was terrifying. Mick Foley made audiences believe pain was real. Even someone like Eddie Guerrero connected because fans understood exactly who he was. Today, too many WWE wrestlers feel interchangeable. Good entrance music, good gear, good athlete, no identity. That has to change. WWE needs writers who understand emotional storytelling instead of just social media moments. Promos should feel personal again. Feuds should feel emotional again. Characters should feel larger than life again. Paul Heyman should have major influence over main event creative because few people in wrestling understand emotional investment better. Meanwhile, veterans who mastered character psychology should help shape younger talent, because wrestling becomes timeless when fans care more about the people than the match quality. One of Triple H's biggest weaknesses as a booker has been waiting too long. Wrestling momentum has an expiration date, and when fans organically connect with someone, you have to capitalize immediately. Instead, WWE keeps delaying the moment. LA Knight got white-hot reactions for over a year before WWE truly committed, while Gunther retired legends and looked unstoppable, yet still feels oddly disconnected from the next level. The company constantly leans on Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Randy Orton, and part-time attractions, but those names won't carry WWE forever. The next generation should already be taking over. Femi should already be positioned as WWE's next unstoppable monster. Trick Williams has superstar charisma. Carmelo Hayes has all the tools to become a top heel. And Jacob Fatu feels dangerous every time he appears on screen. These are future main event players, but WWE keeps treating them like future projects instead of present stars. The company needs to stop protecting the future and start creating it. The greatest eras in wrestling always came from the rise of new icons. Austin, Rock, Cena, Batista, Orton, Roman. Fans remember the moment someone became a star, and WWE needs more of those moments immediately. The brand split currently exists in name only. Champions jump brands, superstars appear everywhere, and both shows have nearly identical presentation styles. There's no identity anymore. Back in the 2000s, Raw and SmackDown felt like completely different wrestling worlds. Raw felt chaotic and edgy, while SmackDown felt sports-oriented and intense. Different stages, different lighting, different commentary styles, different rosters, different atmosphere. That separation made the product feel fresh. Today, everything blends together. WWE needs to fully commit to the split again with different production designs, different camera styles, different music, and different storytelling philosophies. Raw could become the entertainment-heavy flagship, while SmackDown could become the more serious, wrestling-centered show, and crossover appearances should actually matter. If Roman Reigns suddenly appeared on Raw, it should feel shocking, not normal. Special-themed episodes would also help. AEW succeeds at making weekly television feel important through branded specials, and WWE should revive that idea with occasional event-style episodes that elevate mid-card feuds and create anticipation throughout the calendar. When every week feels identical, nothing feels special. WrestleMania used to feel sacred, but now it feels oversized. The two-night format solved a logistical problem during the pandemic, yet creatively it damaged the mystique. Instead of one unforgettable night, WrestleMania now feels stretched, with too many matches, too much filler, and too many moments designed simply to get everyone on the card. WrestleMania should feel exclusive again one night, 8 major matches, every storyline peaking at the right moment. If a feud isn't important enough to make that card, it belongs somewhere else. That exclusivity is what made WrestleMania feel legendary in the first place. The same issue affects WWE's premium live events overall. Most shows now feature only 4 or 5 matches stretched across several hours, causing the pacing to suffer, the energy to drop, and fans to burn out before the main event even begins. WWE needs balance again. Not every event has to feel gigantic, and not every storyline needs 6 months of build. Sometimes shorter, hotter feuds create stronger reactions and leave a bigger impact than endless, slow-burn storytelling. This is the uncomfortable conversation WWE fans keep having. The product increasingly feels designed by executives instead of wrestling minds. Advertising is everywhere, logos on the ring, branding during entrances, constant sponsorship integration, and celebrity appearances replacing actual wrestlers. At some point, the show stops feeling immersive. Wrestling works best when fans emotionally lose themselves in the world being presented, and that becomes impossible when every 5 minutes feels like an advertisement. The celebrity involvement has also become excessive. Occasional celebrity appearances can absolutely help wrestling Mike Tyson, Mr. T, Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, because those moments felt meaningful and added to the spectacle. But when celebrities become regular features, it sends a dangerous message that WWE doesn't fully trust its own roster to attract attention. And perhaps the biggest issue of all is ticket pricing. WWE events are becoming unaffordable for normal families, and that hurts the future of the business. Lifelong wrestling fans are often created at live events. A child attending their first WWE show creates emotional memories that last forever. But if families continue getting priced out, eventually the next generation of passionate fans disappears with them. Short-term profits cannot come at the expense of long-term passion. Modern WWE often moves too slowly. A heel turn gets teased for months, a faction breakup drags endlessly, and a hot babyface loses momentum while the company waits for the perfect moment. But wrestling crowds move fast, and momentum is temporary. When something gets hot, you have to capitalize immediately. Yet that sense of urgency is completely missing from the current product. The music is another major issue. Classic WWE themes instantly defined a wrestler. You heard glass shatter and the arena exploded. You heard The Undertaker's gong and felt chills instantly. Today, too many entrance themes sound generic and forgettable, with little personality behind them. Music matters because presentation matters. Everything about a wrestler, their entrance, look, promo style, and aura should strengthen their identity. WWE should also use house shows more strategically because that's where wrestlers truly develop crowd control, promo timing, and character refinement. The greatest performers in wrestling history mastered their personas through repetition in front of live audiences, and that development process still matters today. Because wrestling isn't just choreography, it's connection. WWE still has the talent, the platform, and the audience. What it's missing is emotional authenticity. The company has become obsessed with looking successful instead of feeling meaningful, and fans can sense the difference immediately. Professional wrestling becomes magical when people emotionally invest, when they hate the villain, believe in the hero, and desperately need to see what happens next week. That feeling hasn't completely disappeared yet, but WWE is dangerously close to losing it. The solution isn't more sponsorships, more celebrities, or longer shows. It's better storytelling, better characters, and stronger emotional connection. Because at its absolute best, professional wrestling is unlike anything else in entertainment, and WWE needs to remember that before the audience stops caring entirely. And those are the changes I genuinely believe could bring WWE back to its peak in 2026. Do you think WWE is actually getting worse? Or are fans just nostalgic for older eras? What changes would you make if you were running creative in 2026? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you